Good day everyone. This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Roldan Ardines, to use this as an educational material. Our learning objectives: articulate a personal definition of global citizenship and appreciate the ethical obligation of global citizenship. And next is analyze the global movements of people and display first-hand knowledge of the experience of OFWs in the views of the following. First is political, second is economic, third is cultural, and the fourth is social factors. Good day everyone. Today I will discuss what is global citizenship. Global citizenship is a term used to describe the social, environmental, and economic actions taken by individuals and communities who recognize that every person is a citizen of the world. A global citizen is someone who is aware of and understands the wider world, an active role in their community, and work with others to make our planet more peaceful, sustainable, and fairer. So what is global citizenship? From the word citizen, it implies a person's right. So as a citizen, it implies my right. So what is the global citizenship? It is our responsibilities or rights as a member of human race. So as a part of global citizenship, it is our responsibilities for good or rights as a member of human race or in this planet Earth. So what is our responsibilities for good? So my example is we need to raise our future generations. So how can we raise our future generations? By educations, because education is diverse cultures, peace, human rights, poverty, and inequality. So global citizenship education is all about encouraging young people to develop the knowledge, skills, and values they need to engage with the world. And it's about the belief that we can all make a difference. So, what is the benefits of global citizenship? Global citizenship helps young people to take learning into the real world. So we need to help our young people to take learning into the real world because real world is very difficult to face. The next is think about their values and what's important to them, because young people nowadays did not have values, did not respect their elders, their teachers, and their parents. So it is very important to train them. And next is build their own understanding of real events. That's all. Thank you.
Global movements of people, including overseas Filipino workers or OFWs, are shaped by various political factors. First factor is bilateral agreements. Many countries have bilateral agreements with the Philippines to facilitate the migration of OFWs. These agreements often dictate labor conditions, rights, and protection for OFWs. The political negotiations surrounding these agreements can impact the well-being of OFWs. Second is foreign policies. The foreign policies of both the Philippines and the host countries can influence the treatment of OFWs. Political relationships, conflicts, and diplomatic tensions can directly affect the rights of security of OFWs. Immigration policies. The immigration policies of host countries which are influenced by their domestic politics can impact the legal status and rights of OFWs. Changes in these policies can lead to shifts in the experience of OFWs. Labor laws. The political decisions regarding the labor laws and regulations in the both Philippines and host countries can greatly affect the working conditions, wages, and benefits of OFWs. Diplomatic crisis. Disputes of crisis between the Philippines and host countries can put OFW at risk. Political tensions can result in repatriation efforts and challenges in ensuring the safety of OFWs. Experiences of OFWs exploitation. Some OFWs may experience exploitation due to inadequate legal protection and political influence. They may face issues such as low wages, poor working conditions, or even abuse. Migration trauma. OFWs often experience separation from their families and cultural displacement. The political factors governing migration can contribute to the emotional and psychological challenges faced by the OFWs. Vulnerability. Political instability in host countries can make OFWs vulnerable to economic and safety risks. They may be caught in the crossfire of conflicts or economic downturns. Advocacy and activism. Many OFWs and their families engage in political activism to raise awareness and influence policies related to overseas employment. They seek better protection and support from the government. In summary, the experiences of OFWs are intricately tied to political decisions, both domestically in the Philippines and internationally in host countries. The political landscape, including diplomatic relations, labor policies, and immigration regulations, significantly shapes the life of OFWs and their well-being abroad.
So, good day. So, I am the Cadet Hamilton Amaya Jr. So, in a political context, the global movements of people, including overseas Filipino workers or OFWs, have several implications. Governments play a crucial role in shaping policies and regulations related to overseas employment. For instance, the Philippines government has historically promoted labor migration as a means to alleviate unemployment and boost remittance, which are significant source of revenue for the country. They establish agreements and negotiate with foreign governments to ensure the protection and welfare of OFWs, often through bilateral labor agreements. However, political situation in both the home and host countries can significantly impact OFWs.
Migration has become a common demographic response of Filipinos to various socio-economic problems. In the light of severe economic crisis that has confronted the country in recent years, the Philippines has become a major source of international migrants and become one of the largest sending countries of labor to various countries in the world. Our Filipino workers, both women and men, leave the country in order to earn a sustainable income, a condition that is difficult or inadequate in our own country. OFWs endure homesickness, personal sacrifices, and horrible working conditions in order to support their families back home. But despite of their sacrifices, the income of OFWs for goods and service, thereby stimulating Philippine economy. According to the result Commercial Bank Corporated, OFW remittances are new record heights on a monthly basis, a bright spot for the Philippine economy in terms of spurring, which accounts for at least 75% of the economy, and in return, support faster economic growth. OFWs are the country's modern day heroes, because they are not only boost the Philippine economy through remittances, but the figure of resilience. The only thing Philippine government can do to our beloved OFW is to give a strong protection and promotes the welfare of the overseas Filipino workers and their independence.
Global movements of people, including overseas Filipino workers or OFWs, have significant economic implications. OFWs are individuals from the Philippines who work abroad to support their families back home. Their experience provides valuable insights into the economic aspects of international labor migration. OFWs contribute substantially to the Philippines economy through remittances. These remittances are a vital source of foreign exchange, helping stabilize the country's balance of payments and contributing to its GDP. This flow of funds also supports local business and consumption. However, the economic impact of OFWs can be a double-edged sword. The Philippines relies heavily on remittances, making it vulnerable to global economic fluctuation. The well-being of OFWs is closely tied to the economic conditions of host countries. Economic crises or downturns in these countries can have a direct impact on OFWs' job security and income. Additionally, the Philippines faces a brain drain as skilled professionals seek higher paying opportunities abroad. This can create labor shortages in certain sectors and limit the country's capacity for economic development. The experience of OFWs offer a nuanced view of how global movements of people can shape economic outcomes both positively and negatively for both sending and receiving countries.
OFWs are Filipino individuals who leave their home country to seek employment abroad. They work in variety of sectors including healthcare, construction, domestic work, and maritime industries among others. The experience of OFWs provide interesting insights into cultural integration. First-hand knowledge of OFW experiences can shed light on the challenges and successes of cultural integration in different countries. When OFWs migrate, they often have to adapt to new cultural norms, languages, and lifestyles. Their experiences can range from facing discrimination and homesickness to building relationships and assimilating into their newfound communities. Through their stories, we can gain a deeper understanding of the complexes of cultural integration.
Good day. I am Decadet Elegado Ronaldo, and today I am going to talk about the significant roles of OFW workers in the global movements of people. So number one is the cultural adaptation. So these OFWs often undergo a cultural shock when they move to a new country. So they must adapt to different cultures, different customs, different traditions that can lead to isolation and to homesickness. So number two is cultural exchange. So as an OFW serves a cultural ambassador of the Philippines. So sharing Filipino culture with other people and or other countries and vice versa. So this exchange of ideas, practice, and tradition can both enrich Filipino hosts. So like they can enrich the or boost the Filipino culture so across the globe. So number three is Filipino communities abroad. So OFWs often form tight knit Filipino communities in their host countries. So like they have gatherings, all Filipino gatherings to share about their experiences and what they are doing in that country. So hybrid cultural identity. So many OFWs develop a hybrid cultural identity. So blending elements from their host country and the Philippines. So cultural challenges. So discrimination and stereotyping are the challenges that OFWs often face and this can affect their self-esteem and their sense of identity. So, family and cultural impact. So, the absence of OFWs in their home country can disrupt the family dynamics and cultural traditions. So, the need to send remittances and support to their families can put pressure on them, altering traditional family roles. So, Filipino diaspora. So, the global presence of OFWs has led to a significant Filipino diaspora. So, this has both positive and negative impact to the cultural effects. So, including of spreading of the Filipino culture, but also the potential loss of practices as generations grow abroad. So last is the migrant story. So many of W's often document their experiences through art literature, media, social media. So like vlogging, taking pictures, posting it on Instagram or Facebook or any other social media platform that they can share their stories about their experiences and being an OFW. So, understanding these cultural dimensions is crucial to appreciate the experiences and challenges faced by the OFWs in the context of global movements of people.
Hello everyone. Hello sir. I am Decadent Kent Macero and I'm here to discuss my part which is cultural. So regarding the experiences of the overseas Filipino workers OFWs in terms of cultural views, they often face a dual reality. On one hand, there's the exposure to different cultures which can be broaden their perspective and enrich their understanding of the world. They bring back new ideas, experiences, and often a more global mindset. However, this comes with the challenge of balancing their cultural heritage with the assimilation of new customs and norms in their host countries. OFWs often undergo cultural adoption, sometimes facing discrimination or cultural clashes while trying to maintain their own cultural identity. This process can be both enriching and challenging as they navigate between their homeland's cultural values and the diverse perspectives they encounter abroad. And that's all. Thank you.
Economic growth. So economic growth can be defined as the increase or improvement in the inflation adjusted market value of the goods and services produced by an economic in a financial year. So a statistician conventionally measure such growth as the percent rate of increase in the real and nominal gross domestic product or GDP.
I'm Cadet Benjamin Caballero. So, in social factors, when it comes to environmental protection, the global movements of millions of OFWs have a significant carbon footprint due to extensive air travel or the transportation, leading to increased carbon emissions. So, to address this issue, there's a growing need to promote sustainable transportation options and eco-conscious lifestyle choices among OFWs, which can contribute to reducing their impact on the environment. Additionally, encouraging resource conservation practices, waste reduction, and overall environmental responsibility among OFWs living in foreign countries can further help in lessening their environmental footprint and supporting the principles of sustainability.